Hello and welcome, true believers, to another awesome edition of Grudge Match, the show that plucks the denizens of Marvel and DC from their homes and throws them together to discover who would win in a one-on-one showdown. This episode is going all out and bringing together the cosmic gods of almost infinite power for the most epic of showdowns. From Marvel, it's the devourer of worlds, Galactus, and from DC, the warlord from Quard, the Anti-Monitor. Wasting no time and diving right into a look at these two characters, Galactus was created for Marvel Comics in 1966. He is the devourer of worlds who goes all around the universe, consuming the life energy of vibrant, life-filled planets in order to sustain himself. His backstory is he is the oldest living being in existence because he actually existed in the universe prior to our current universe. He was the last living being in the previous universe, so he was allowed to become the first living being of the new universe, and also became the most important being in the universe, the being known as Galactus. His life force is tied directly to the life force of the universe itself, and he acts as a sort of balancing act between the two most powerful forces in the Marvel Universe, those of infinity and death. And infinity and death, the personifications of those two powers, regard Galactus as their brother and contemporary. So he is literally a cosmic god. Galactus is gigantic in stature and is easily capable of destroying entire planets with his bare hands and his own personal energy projection if he so chose to, but he has developed technology that can more easily break down planets and convert it into energy so that he can absorb more life force out of a planet in a much more efficient fashion. He is nigh invulnerable, he has a ton of superhuman strength and intelligence, and he is the wielder of the power cosmic. Now, a lot of people have mistaken the power cosmic, the energy that he wields, for cosmic energy, but it's something totally different even though their names sound similar. Power cosmic is a truly unique source of energy that comes directly from Galactus, and it is the most powerful energy form in the entire Marvel Universe. He has bestowed minute amounts of his power cosmic onto his heralds, like Silver Surfer or Firelord, and this minute amount of his power has made them some of the most powerful heroes of the Marvel Universe. So that gives you an idea of the immense power that the power cosmic affords Galactus. In addition to his extreme physical and energy manipulating abilities, Galactus is also one of the most genius creatures in the entire universe. In his previous universe, when he was a mortal being, he was a scientist, and that scientific mind has followed through with him into his new form as Galactus, just expanded to a godlike scale. His technology that he uses to break down worlds in order to devour their energy is all of his own making and design, and he has planet-sized ships, and in fact solar system-sized spaceships that he uses to travel around the galaxy, complete with their own defensive capabilities, weapons array, faster-than-light travel, wormhole generation, all things that he can do with his own power, but has created technology to do it more easily and more efficiently. So he also has an expanded godlike intellect that far surpasses even the most genius of mortal creatures. The Anti-Monitor of DC, first created in 1985, is a being that came together from a mass coalition of energy in the antimatter universe. He's not actually from the regular universe, he's from the negative or antimatter version of the universe. And so he is driven to destroy all positive matter universes, because in doing so, every time a positive matter universe dies, the antimatter universe expands, and so does his own power. So by destroying positive matter universes, he gets even more powerful. He was first created as the primary antagonist of the major DC crossover Crisis on Infinite Earths, where he threatened the entire multiverse. He doesn't just threaten individual planets or star systems, he threatens entire dimensions and entire universes, because he has the ability to create massive amounts of antimatter. and antimatter, when it collides with positive matter, regular matter, has a tendency to destroy it. So that's how he is able to destroy entire universes, by sending out these waves of antimatter that can destroy entire universes. The Anti-Monitor is also gigantic in stature and nigh invulnerable to virtually any form of damage. Both of these characters find the combined efforts of the most powerful heroes of their universes attempting to attack them to be little more than minor annoyances, the same way a person would find the buzzing of a fly in front of his face to be little more than an annoyance at best. Anti-Monitor is also well adept at creating followers and servants of extreme power that he uses as shock troops when deciding to go against the denizens of a positive matter universe. So having taken a look at the backstories and the godlike powers of these two characters, it's time to determine what would happen if they were to ever collide in one-on-one competition. The winner of this fight would be the Anti-Monitor. At first glance, Anti-Monitor would seem to be the heavy favorite, what with his back history of destroying multiple universes, whereas Galactus is only a planet destroyer. But Galactus levels the playing field on the basis of having a much greater intellect, as well as the unique and extreme powerful nature of the Power Cosmic. Power Cosmic versus antimatter energy, Power Cosmic would seem to take the lead just because of its extremely unique and powerful nature. So that levels the playing field between the two, but then a fatal flaw of Galactus has to be calculated as well, and that is, he does require almost constant nourishment to keep his energy levels up. That's why as soon as he gets done devouring one planet, he immediately starts looking for another. In a prolonged battle, especially one where he would have to utilize as much energy as it would take to fight somebody like Anti-Monitor, his power levels are going to run out very quickly, and he is going to start diminishing in power before very long at all. Whereas Anti-Monitor doesn't need to recharge. Every time he destroys a positive matter universe, he gets permanently stronger. It's not a temporary upgrade in power that he has to keep re-nourishing. It's permanent. So Galactus just does not have the stamina to hold out in a prolonged battle. Whatever advantage Galactus's solar system-sized spaceships, complete with their armaments and weaponry, would afford him would be quickly taken out by the Anti-Monitor, as, despite the fact that they are made by Galactus's godlike intelligence, they are still comprised of matter. And Anti-Monitor specializes in destroying anything made of positive matter in the positive universe. So Anti-Monitor would quickly take out Galactus's ship, and then it would come down to just the two of them fighting it out, and Galactus would quickly lose power, and ultimately Anti-Monitor would take the win. So Anti-Monitor and DC take the win of this grudge match. Message me down below with any thoughts or suggestions for future matches. We'll see you next time on the next edition of Grudge Match.